Hi there, I'm Jalen West, and today we're going to talk about finding the perfect lipstick. You know, you would think it would be easy, but really there's so many different choices out there and things to consider. So I have made a science of this because I love lipstick. I don't know why, but I have, and I've probably been wearing it since I was 13 or 14 years old and wasn't even allowed to wear it back then. So anyway, I really enjoy it, and there are several different things that I look at in my evaluation of it. It's the texture, how it goes on, how it feels, how it lasts, whether or not it bleeds. Which, if you're 20 years old, you don't have to worry about your lipstick bleeding. Or if you do collagen fills, you probably also don't have to worry about that. But for those of us who don't and we're, let's say 40 plus, it's a definite consideration. The price to me is a factor, the color, and also sometimes it gets on your teeth, which is never a good look. So anyway, we're going to look at those, and I've selected several different choices for you, all in the name of science. And by the way, if you've been using the same lipstick for the last 10 years, it's time to start looking at other choices. Even if you love the particular line of makeup that you're using, say even if it's your Estee Lauder or your Mary Kay or your Chanel, whatever it is, and there are so many different choices within one line of makeup. But what I did today is I went and I tried several different lines of makeup, and now that I live in a remote area, I don't have as many choices about where I can buy my makeup, my cosmetics. When I lived in the Dallas area and when I travel, there are usually so many choices out there, and my go-to place was always Sephora. And of all the Sephoras that I've been to in all of my travels, my very best favorite, believe it or not, is the one in Flower Mound, Texas. The ladies who work there are wonderful and they're helpful, and they will, you tell them what you want and what you're looking for, and they're going to give you some options. They're going to give you some samples. And then if you also tell them when your birthday is, you get free cosmetics on your birthday. So shout out to the ladies in Sephora in Flower Mound. And if you do go there, if you live in that area, tell them that Jalen sent you and I said hi. But the first thing that I do before I apply my lipstick is I have a nude lip liner that I put around my lips. And that just kind of gives me the perfect look that I want. Usually, as I've discovered this as a photographer, our faces are asymmetrical, probably except for the models, and so they get paid well to have symmetrical faces. But for the rest of us, we don't. So that's even true with our lips. So you want to line your lips with something that's a nice nude. It's not something that's just going to stand out as wow. Those are lined lips, because that look is out. Hate to tell you if you didn't know that, but that look is no longer in style. Not saying it's not going to come back. So then after that, one of the ones, and I've used this a lot, but I've had a few problems with it lately, but I still love it. It's the CoverGirl, and it's got two parts to it. One of them is a lip stain, and here it is. So after I line my lips in, I go ahead and put the lip stain in. I fill it in, and wait for a minute or two. You can feel it kind of stain your lips. And then once you feel that, then you go in and you put the gloss on top with this. And it has a really pretty look. It's not too bold, but yet it gives you the color. And it is probably great also as a nude, not as a red. The problem I have with this recently is that it got on my teeth, and then that's not a good look. And so I don't use it anymore. However, I probably would if it was in a nude and not a red. Okay, now the next one that I tried, all in the name of research, and this one is real pretty. This one, the brand name is Flower, and it's got a real pretty container also. But it's a nice matte lipstick. And then if you decide that you want to moisturize it, and give it a little bit of a gloss, and it's got the wand, and you could do that too. I love this one, and it's very pretty. I had a little bit of problem with bleeding with this one. So if you're If you're younger, if you're in your 20s, your 30s, you probably won't have this issue. But for 40 plus, it might be a bit of an issue. And again, if you chose this in another color like a nude, it probably wouldn't even be an issue at all. And it's very pretty. But the one, my go-to red now is actually a brand that I'd not heard of before. It's called Milani, and it's very pretty. I mean, I love the case on it. Which of course matters, because you know when you apply your lipstick out in public, which you know some will say old school, they will say you're not supposed to do that, but I live in a real world and I'm going to put on my lipstick, and if I need to put it on, I'm going to put it on. Probably not during a speech, but during other times I will. So this one is really pretty, and it's got a nice kind of a gloss to it, although it's a bit of a matte. And you know what I love about this is that it stays on really almost all day long. And if it dries out on me, I can just put on a little bit of a gloss on over it, and it just stays on. It doesn't bleed. It doesn't get off on my teeth. So this Milani is my very best favorite right now. Now let's talk about, say, like if you don't want the bright red lips, which are very in style right now. You've probably noticed on television and in the movies, magazines, it's, you know, on the YouTube, wherever you look, you see the nice bright red lips, and because that is the look, and the matte is really a good look. And one of the things that I'm going to recommend is that just because it's in style doesn't mean it necessarily looks good on you. So you need to really evaluate it. And just because a sales girl says, or I should say salesperson says, you know, oh, you really need this, take a selfie, look at it, and really evaluate it and decide whether or not it's a look that compliments you. Because if it doesn't look good on you, even if it's in style, it's not worth it. Because you want to go out there and you want to look your best, especially if you're out for a special occasion, or you're doing business. If you're doing business or you have speeches, whatever it is, you want to look your best. Okay, so perhaps red is not your look. You can always wear a nice nude look, and that's in style whenever and wherever, and it goes with anything and everything, and that's what I love about it. So with this, again, I line my lips with the nude liner. And then one that I found that I absolutely loved, all in the name of research, is L'Oreal. And let me show you this one. So this one, here's the wand. You put it on, and it's a matte look. And it's nice, and it stays on really all day long. It did dry my lips a bit. So it has a nice gloss that you can put on over it, moisturizer that you can put on over it, a balm, and I liked it, but I still found it to be a bit drying. So what I do, because I mix things up a bit, I make my own lip gloss, and my lip gloss is more really just of a tinted lip balm. So I would put that on with it all day, and I still had the nice color from this, so you know, it was okay to mix it up a little bit, and then my lips stayed completely moist. Now here's one that I love, and this one is not a stain. It's more of just a nice gloss, and it's got a brush on it, so it doesn't stay on as long, but it also did not bleed. It did not get on my teeth, and it's a real pretty color. Plus it's pretty, and it has a little crystal on top. And this one is Revlon. So I highly recommend this one. Now here's one that I absolutely love. It's a hard brand for me to find. It's called Buxom. And I can get this at Sephora, or I have been able to, but the last time I went, I wasn't able to get it there. I could find it online, but I didn't buy it. I had some from a holiday special. These are real pretty. These are not a lip stain. They won't stay on all day, but they make your lips feel really good. And it's just a nice, I guess you can see that. It's just a nice lip balm, but it's got a really luxurious feel to it, and it has kind of a peppermint I believe that they use peppermint in it, which is a lip plumper, and that's always fun. Now, if you want a nice nude look, but something with a little bit more pop, let me show you something that's in style. And that is the metallics. I absolutely love these. They're gorgeous. And the brand that I love is called NYX. And I got it at Belle's department store, but NYX is in a lot of different places, a lot of your cosmetic salons. And what I love about this is that it's a nude, but then it's just got this nice pop to it. So it's not a stain. It moisturizes your lips. It's got a cool, edgy look to it, and it's not overdone. So that is what I have here, and let me show you. I've got my little scale here so that you can see the sample of what it looks like. And I love these, and so this was something fun that I wanted to share with you. Now, you know, it doesn't matter how pretty your lipstick is and how pretty you are on the outside if you don't also have beauty within inside. So what I encourage you to do also is to, you know, show kindness to others and help others up who have a bad day, who just need an encouraging word. You know, as we mature in life as women, we may lose some of the beauty that we had in our youth, but the beauty that we find as we get older, as we learn to have compassion and to say it and do nice things for others, not because there's anything to gain, but simply because it's the right thing to do. And we all need that boost on occasion. If you will tap into that inner beauty, combine that with a great lipstick, you will get noticed no matter where you are and no matter how old you are. So that's it for the day. If you like this, please share it with your friends and find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I've got a blog called Jaylynn's Groovy Blog. So make it a great day.